you for being with me this year, for uplifting me and my message at such a key time in our unfolding history. Sometimes I stop and ponder the lives of everyone who's chosen to stand beside me, the collective depths of your inner lives, your hopes and dreams shining alongside mine. It makes me want to cry. Thank you for sharing your thoughts and feelings with me, even your critique.
You stupid.
I'm so grateful to be part of your life. I'm happy if I can make you feel seen, if I can give you a bit of relief in this bleak situation. To anyone who's found themselves confused or alienated by the new direction of my content, I'm sorry. I get it if you cannot understand my priorities right now. If you wonder what point there even is to try to push for acceptance of my kind of stigmatized psychology, when so many are clearly not even at the basic level of respecting other minorities. For the first part, I am an individual unraveling and must follow this path. Regardless though, I think there's a kind of intuitive logic to it. My thinking is that all these issues are connected somehow. I think that if someone could understand the most unforgivable of society's monsters, then all other pointless prejudice begins to fall apart. I also think the concept of a frozen inner child is useful to many who come from abusive homes where they were never allowed to grow up. I suspect that some of the people most dedicated to attacking trans people, calling us deviant perverts, are projecting their own tendencies onto us to attack them externally, giving only an illusion of internal resolution. Repression for such people is a shield from the world in whole. That tendency will need to be confronted in them so they can become present with who they are, and thus present with the true state of things. The left, whatever that means, needs to find a way to integrate various elements of sexual desire that are otherwise stigmatized as inherently sexist, reactionary, and shameful. The guys whose walls are full of anime teens and a butt mouse pad, they need a way in, a path to change. By this, I don't mean watering down feminism until it stands for nothing, but rather addressing and exercising elements within mainstream feminism that are simply Christian moral puritanism or patriarchal concern in disguise. What we have left when the reactionary, turfy-swirfy, white woman focus stuff is scooped out is a world in which women and NBs are empowered to accept the nihilistic fact of being desired, while still empowering everyone to work together to disarm patriarchal oppression and violence. Furthermore, I must show who I was as a child, the children that society refuses to acknowledge, the tragic and beautiful thing that needed love and guidance, and got only shame. When it comes to maps, my kind are told there is only one narrative about who we are, that we are monsters destined to abuse. In the weight of this narrative, some of us can't conceive of who we were supposed to be outside of that. We might give up on being good people, just as society gave up on us. This is why it's important that this work is done. Such people need to know that there is a future where they can accept themselves as flawed beings while not hurting anyone. That God doesn't hate them. At least, that's what my mom says, but she's stinky.